What's up, fellas? Got a loyal patron supporter that wanted me to talk about things that hurt your value as a young man. All right. So basically, he wants to know, what can I do now that will hurt my value later on, like when you get my age. Okay, guys? So let's get right on into this, guys. This is a very important video. Shout out to that patron supporter that actually gave me a goddamn purpose video instead of saying, AMS, can we get more purpose videos? You know, I hate those little motherfuckers. You know, I wish I could take these damn hands and just choke the shit out of anybody who says, give me more purpose videos, but don't never put any ideas in the comment section. They just say, give me more purpose videos. Ain't that nice? Oh man, just give me more purpose videos, AMS. I can't think of anything to give me. I don't really know any particular subject that I need help with, but you figure it out, brother. Oh, I love those guys. Shout out to my patron supporters who want all the purpose videos, but don't have a fucking clue in the hell of what they actually want done or made. Appreciate you, brothers. But let's get right on into this, guys. Number one thing that can hurt you as a young man, as far as setting yourself up as an older man, and when I say older man, I don't mean 70, I'm talking about, 35, 45, that age range, is marrying or having a baby by a vindictive woman. All right. So if you marry and get, you can still stay married to her, but even if you don't divorce her and you're still married to her, or you have a baby by a vindictive woman. A vindictive woman will ruin your life, guys. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. But we're not even going to get into the child support aspect of this right here. I'm just going to get into the stress aspect of this. You guys don't have no idea what stress does to you. Not only does it take years off of your fucking life, but as you guys know, man, just getting up and just doing life, going to work, paying bills is already stressful enough. You guys know this. I'm not sitting here telling y'all guys something y'all don't know. Just living life in general. That's why they say, thank God it's Friday, oh God it's Monday. That's why they say that. Because life be lifing. Life is, listen, we all want to live life is fun, this, that, and other. But life has real life responsibilities, right? We all can agree to that. The last thing we need is to compound that by picking the wrong woman. You picked the wrong vindictive woman, guys. And I'm telling you right now, you won't have a peaceful night of sleep. You won't be able to have a peaceful weekend. Now, for my deadbeats over here who don't like their kids and quite frankly could give a shit about them, then this don't apply to you. But unbeknownst to those guys, woo, my boys in the suburbs got me saying unbeknownst. Woo, that vocabulary, boy, woo, unbeknownst. That's like some Shakespeare shit. But unbeknownst to the deadbeat guys, there are guys out there who actually like their kids and want to spend time with their kids. And so the deadbeats are like, oh, really? Yeah, there's actually guys out there who like their kids and want to see them. And you have women out there who are purposely putting up roadblocks to make it like hell for them to see their kids. So not only do we got the life struggles of the light bill, rent, a boss that's getting on my fucking nerves, you got to make $500K to get some ass these days. And oh, don't forget, you got to be 6'6" with a six pack to get some ass this day. Oh, and make sure you have some status too on top of that to get some ass these days. So not only if you're an average guy these days, you are probably struggling in the sexual marketplace. But on top of that, if you got a crazy vindictive baby mama who don't want you to see your kids, she is even making it even more of a living hell because she now is trying to hurt you through the kids. Go figure, right? Go figure. So if you guys get with a vindictive baby mama, or you marry it, like when I say this with a guy who's married, he probably wants a divorce, but he knows he's going to be gutted one way or the other. One way or the other. And you don't got to be rich to be gutted. You done sat here and put all this money into a house, and now you forced to sell it and split with a motherfucker who ain't put as much into it as you or whatever, right? So we're not even talking about she a stay-at-home mom. Let's just hypothetically say y'all both worked and it was 50-50, but y'all got to split these assets up. But most men won't do that. A lot of men married won't do that. A lot of women these days won't leave it to be your choice. They just gonna divorce your ass. Irreconcilable differences. Woo! Woo! Shout out to my boys in the suburbs. AMS stepping that vocabulary game up. I don't know if it's the suit. I don't know if it's the inspiration from my boys in the suburbs. But, we stepping this vocabulary game up. And you're really fucking up and stupid when you mispronounce vocabulary and saying you stepping up your vocabulary words. Well, we ain't gonna even talk about that. We're gonna stay. I'm not gonna ramble today, guys. I'm gonna keep it to a minimum. We're gonna stay on task right now. But I'm gonna say it again. You gotta be a pretty stupid motherfucker to say you stepping up your vocabulary words and mispronounce vocabulary. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now, guys. But stay away from vindictive women, guys. Stay away from them. And for all you guys, I've made a couple videos on vindictive women, but right off the top of my head, without you guys having to go watch a 35, 45 minute, however fucking long I was making those videos a year ago, it might be 55 minutes. Who the fuck knows, right? I used to really babble on. I'm keeping it down a little bit. I was really babbling on a year ago. But the number one thing that comes to my mind as far as a vindictive woman, guys, is when you fucking with her, she acts petty. Right? She gives you the silent treatment. She doesn't compromise. She doesn't communicate. It's all her way or she pouts. Okay? That's the number one sign of a vindictive woman. Okay? You can see that while you fucking with her. So think of that before you bust a nut up in her, because like I say, guys, you ain't a fucking victim. You understand what I'm saying? Know who you fucking with, and y'all know on One Take Drake. And I forgot to turn the sound off on my phone. But anyway, y'all know on One Take Drake, and I'm not editing that out. I'm keeping to my form, baby. Next, guys, having a child before establishing your career. Guys, the number one issue is this right here with having a child. So let's say you have a child, you 18, 19, 20 years old. And I know for my boys in the suburbs, y'all don't do that type of thing. But my boys from the hood and stuff like this, or less than the suburbs, they get bored and they bust nuts and they deal with the consequences later, right? So for those type of guys, I would say this, guys, understand this right here. When you go have a child at a young age, just understand that for every diaper you buy, every formula of milk, whatever you're doing as far as that child's shoes, that's money that you're supposed to be investing in yourself as far as education or skill. So this is going to hurt you because now I don't have disposable income to increase my earning potential. So instead of getting certifications, I'm buying diapers. So instead of starting an LLC and paying for marketing and stuff like that to grow my business, I got to buy baby formula. You see what happens right here? See, now I don't have the disposable income. See, to invest and increase your earning potential, I need some disposable income. You have a child, everything goes to bills and that child. There's no money to increase earning potential unless you're lucky enough to have a career that makes you a shitload of money. But most young men won't have that. So it's very important, guys, that you have this disposable income to increase your earning potential. And to go to another thing on that, guys, I didn't even put that on the list, but it goes to this talking point. It also allows you to take risk as far as that, because with a child, well, now you got to be responsible. Do y'all guys understand that? Now you got to be responsible. In other words, if I had 2 kids when I was a bouncer, I can't be a selfish asshole and go and try to become a fucking personal trainer and sell when I got 2 kids, 2 child supports that I gotta pay. So let's say I got 2 kids, either with the same woman or 2 different women, right? And I'm on child support, right? And I told y'all guys, I would put myself on child support because I don't want some bitch calling me every other day saying that let the judge tell me what I gotta pay every month. I don't want to deal with you and your nagging. And I posted a new pair of Jordans on Facebook and you saw it and you felt like, oh well, your son our son didn't get no shoes, so I don't want to deal with that. So let's the judge set the child support and I'll pay that, right? Well, now I don't take that chance. I don't take that chance. Why I don't take that chance? Because you go to fucking jail. You go to fucking jail. You think the judge gonna want to hear, come in. Why you ain't got that child support? Well, Judge, I was doing security work, but I wanted to follow my passion. You know what that judge gonna tell you? I'm finna follow my passion too. And you know what my passion telling me to do? Send your ass to jail for 60 days. That's what we're gonna do. And then you get time in jail to think about your passion. And maybe when you come back out, we'll recalibrate your purpose in your passion. That's what the judge gonna tell you. See, you don't take that chance. You can't take that chance. So you guys might want to quit your job now, start a business or whatever, right? Go do whatever, right? You can't do that. You got a child. Quite frankly, let's just take the judge out of it. Let's take jail out of it. That just say you're a responsible guy. If I'm a responsible guy, I want to take care of my kids. If I got them, fuck the judge. I'm talking about just me as a man. I want to take care of my kids. So without him even being in this equation, I want to take care of my kids. I don't take that chance of quitting that bouncer job to become a trainer at the gym. And for all y'all guys that say do both, you can't do both. You can't do both. If you want to succeed as a personal trainer, man, you got to just take a gamble. First of all, let me rephrase that. At the equinox, you can't do both. Because the equinox, when you join the equinox, they send you to do classes 3 times a week when you start to teach you how to become a better trainer. All right? And it's mandatory for everybody. So 3 days out the week, it was Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I can't remember if it was 2 hours or 3 hours. I can't remember. Maybe it was 3 hours or 2 hours. I don't know. But it was a class that you go take in the middle of the day that they send you to. That's one of their schools. And you do this for 6 months. Right? They pay you to go now. They pay you minimum wage doing those hours to go. Right? But the point where I'm trying to let you guys know is, if you're going to be a personal trainer at somewhere like the Equinox, you got to be all in. Because not only you got to do your floor shifts, you got to go to those classes, and then you got those meetings. If you're going to do the Equinox, you got to be all in. Point blank, period. You got to be all in. You cannot work another job in Equinox. Just can't be done. So another one, it prevents you from taking risks. Next, guys, while you young, not getting a skill or an education. While you young. And the reason that is, guys, is for you young guys who are watching me right now, this is the best time for you to get a skill or education. Why? Because you're able to leverage your parents' residence. See, you might not have that ability when you get 35. I hope not. But any of you guys watching this right now, you 19, 20, 21, 22, into those super young ages and stuff where your parents don't mind you living with them while you getting your skill or education. You don't get that when you're 33. You don't get to live with mom for 2 years while you become certified in whatever you trying to do, jacking off or whatever the fuck you trying to do. Your mom don't have no problem with you doing that at 21, 22, 23. If you in school trying to get your a STEM degree, oh, mom don't got no problem with that. Mom don't got no problem. She see you trying to get certified to become a welder or something like that, and you taking all these night classes or whatever. You can do that while you young. That becomes less tolerable when you older. So you want to take advantage of this aspect of your life, this young aspect of your life, because mom, dad typically don't mind while you're a young man. Don't call your mom when you're 34 years old talking about, mama, can I come back and live with you? I'm trying to get certified to become a welder. Mom don't want to hear that shit. Coming there with goddamn gray hairs and a beard, talking about something, can you live with her while you get certified as a welder? Your mama don't want to hear that shit. She don't mind it while you're 22. So you need to make sure that you can leverage this time with your mom and your parents now while she don't mind. Because that's important, guys, for all you guys who want to, well, that's important. Because it becomes too hard once you older to try to, it can be done, but to have a job, pay bills, and do a skill. So for all you guys who don't know, I said this before, but I'm going to say it again. When I first went to New York, became a bouncer, but the first thing I did when I got up there was I signed up to go to Apex. And I was going to do, I think it was AC refrigeration was what I was going to do. AC refrigeration at Apex in New York City. Signed up, had the date start and everything. Doing 6 days away, six nights a week at that bouncer security job. I said, there ain't no way in the hell I can leave this job and go take my ass to Apex in the morning. For all you guys who don't know, Apex was offering, it took you 6 months to get there. I don't know what it's doing now. I'll tell you what it was doing when I was there. It took you 6 months to get a skill, but it was Monday through Friday from 8 to 3 or 8 to 3:30, something like that. So essentially what would have had to happen was I was going to have to do the bouncer job at night because I got bills or had bills. Come home, maybe take a rest for a second or whatever, and go right to the school. So I had to scrap it because there was no way I was going to be able to work 6 nights a week from 11 to 4 in the morning and then go to Apex at 8 with all that commuting in between. There was no way I was going to be able to do that. I was going to collapse somewhere. So since I had bills, I had to scrap the Apex. Now imagine if I was 21 years old and I was able to call my mama and say, hey mom, can I come live with you for 6 months while I get this AC refrigeration license? Your mama say, no problem. Big grown ass 32-year-old. Now, I wasn't even in Alabama, but let's presuppose I was in Alabama. My big grown ass, hey mom, can I move back home? I'm trying to get this AC refrigeration license. It don't go as well. It don't work as well. If y'all guys get what I'm saying. So you want to take advantage of this while you young to be able to do that with no bills. Next, guys, not investing in the stock market. Let's not complicate this. Let's not try to make this out harder to be than what it is. S&P 500 on Vanguard, VOO, VOO index. Let's not AMS. What you think? I don't know. We don't listen. We're not even finna complicate this. S&P 500, get your 10% annual return. I know you want to buy individual stocks and gamble so you can get rich and hope you can strike it rich and hit buy a stock that grow 1,000. I get all that. But I'm talking about for the responsible guys out there that's listening to me. The S&P 500 on Vanguard, VOO. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. I stand by that shit. And I say that shit with my chest. And I don't even say this ain't even financial advice. That's how much I stand on that shit. I stand on it. I don't even say this ain't even financial advice. That's how hard I believe into the S&P 500. Because Warren and Dave Ramsey said so. So unless you can show me you richer than them, shut the fuck up. I don't want to hear shit you got to say. Long as if it's good enough for Warren Buffett and Dave Ramsey, your minimum wage ass can't tell me shit. I don't want to hear it. Now I do a little speculation. I got a little Bitcoin and Ethereum. I do a little speculation. Now that I consider that gambling. But like I told y'all guys, I only do $100 a month. And I don't even check it. I just invest $50 a piece into each one of them, and that's it. So that's speculating. For all you guys wondering what speculating means, that means basically guessing, basically gambling. That's right. So that's what I do with that. But start investing into the stock market, guys, because the power of compound interest. So if you guys invest $500, let's say hypothetically right now, you're 25 years old, and you invest $500 a month till you're 65 years old, you'll have a little over $2.5 million. If you do $1,000 a month for that same amount of period of time, it goes up to 5.3. Now, that's if you invest in the S&P 500, the VOO. Okay? So that's what I recommend. You'll be a multimillionaire plus whatever you're able to get off Social Security. All right, guys? And that's the power of compound interest. When you invest that long, you probably ain't invest $300,000 in there. I ain't do the math on that, exactly what you invested. Well, I actually can do the math real quick. If you invested $1,000 a month, that's 12 grand a year times 40. 40 times 12 grand, that's 480,000. So you invested 480,000 and it's up to 5.3 million. That means you almost compounded up $4.8 million. So you only invested about 480,000 into the stock market and it's up to 5.3 million. That means that's 4.8 worth of growth. That was just off compounding. You can't beat that. And if you can make more and invest more, obviously it will be more. And lastly, guys, commit a crime. This goes without saying. I don't got to talk too long on this. Obviously, you guys know that you're going to be working from a deficit if you go out and you get a felony on your record or a couple felonies on your record. You're going to have to work harder. I'm just going to let you guys know that right now. I'm not telling you guys now you know, but I had to put it on the fucking list. It's obviously common sense. A lot of jobs don't like felons being there. Period. All right? And so you're going to have to work from a deficit. I know that goes without saying, but I just had to put it on the list, guys. All right, guys. But the other ones, I think, was something that a lot of guys needed to hear. All right, guys. And I'll get back with you guys later.